back to Holistic Flow. I am your girl Lolo, and today's video is a two-week starter lock update. I put my starter locks in November the 14th. That was a Saturday, and today actually makes 2 weeks in one day because it is now November the 29th on a Sunday. So even though it's only been 2 weeks since I put my starter locks in, I've definitely seen changes in my hair, and the way I have treated my hair in the past 2 weeks has kind of, I feel like, made things progress a little bit. So I'll be talking about the maintenance of my hair over the last 2 weeks, including how I've been moisturizing it, how I've been sleeping at night, and other things. The physical changes in my hair, as well as when I plan to wash and retwist my hair. So if you would like to know all of those things, then stay tuned. But before we get into this video, if you are new to my channel, hello. Here on Holistic Flow, we are creating a safe space, a space for self-love. Tragic. We are creating a safe space, a space for self-love, self-growth, and maturity, and we are taking a journey towards an overall better mind, body, and spirit connection. Oh yeah, and it's a lock journey now, so if you're interested in joining that journey, subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notifications so you know when I upload new videos. Twice a week, 3 times a week, twice, thrice. You never know. I like to mix things up. So if you have done that, thank you for subscribing. Let's get into this video. So the first thing is the appearance of my hair over the past 2 weeks. Well, like I said, it's only 2 weeks in, but I've definitely noticed that my hair is starting to tangle a little bit. So first, I'm gonna do a once over, like a spinny spin for y'all, and also how much new growth I have, because in the back and on the bottom of my hair, yo, this kitchen is, it's been getting hot. Like somebody been cooking in the kitchen. So the first thing is in the front is where I see the most change. Let's do this side because this little baby in particular, if I were to try to take her apart, I would be struggling low-key. Even though this is like one of the shorter pieces in the front of my head, it is tangling a little bit more. And also the top of my head has always been the driest. I think I have 2 porosities. I think I mentioned that in the video where I actually installed my starter locks. The top of my head is low porosity, so it doesn't really hold moisture as well as the bottom of my hair, which makes sense apparently because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about locks. A lack of moisture helps the hair lock faster. Like the more dry your hair is, the more that the dryness will help lock it up. So it would make sense that my hair wants to lock more quickly in the top of my head because my top is drier than the bottom. So specifically around my edges, again, is where I'm seeing that it wants to do a little something. And for one, the ends of my hair are starting to look a lot different. Some of them I'm getting loose strands, so like this is the front, and you know, in the back it's not really doing much, but on the ends all around is where they're trying to, I guess, coil up really tight, like this side. One thing I've noticed is that a lot of the times I'll run my hands through my hair and then I will get like some loose strands that are just like hanging off. Here it is. Okay, here's my hair, right? And then all of a sudden, it's just like, what in the world? I have no idea where all this loose hair came from. I don't know what I should do with it, because what happens is because my ends are coiling up so much, my other ends want to attach on to this one. It kind of gets tangled throughout the day. Sometimes I run my fingers back there, but it's not a good thing to put your hands in your hair a lot because your hands are often dry. You know what I'm saying? Like we put Vaseline on in between the cracks and then we go outside, it's wintertime, Vaseline is gone in 5 seconds, right? So like our hands get dry. So if you put your hands in your hair a lot of time throughout the day, your hair might get too dry, like more dry than you actually want it to do. As far as my whole head is concerned, that is pretty much the appearance and how things are looking right now. And for my scalp, it's a slight bit dry after 2 weeks. And when I was, you know, loosely natural, usually I would wash it every 2 weeks. If I was wearing like a wash and go or a twist out, it would be 2 weeks where I would clarify my hair, not just co-wash. Like I would shampoo every 2 weeks. However, if I wore a protective style, like if I wore mini braids or faux locks, I would wait a month to wash my hair. So I would kind of alternate in between a month and 2 weeks. So I've never really struggled that much with dry scalp. That brings me to my next point of when I think I will be washing my hair. I'll probably wait a whole month to wash and retwist because my scalp is not doing bad. It's not really itching. It's not really flaking. I mean, it got a couple snowflakes here and there, but it's not an issue at this point. I think a month is like a happy medium because if I wash it too soon, then my twist could probably very easily unravel. But if I wash it too late, then my scalp would have had enough. It would need some air, some breath. It would need to be rejuvenated. So I think a month is a very happy medium. So usually what I do is put my little scarf on, my silk scarf, and I just push my hair back like this. Then I put this joint on, tie it up, and then night night. So I just don't really manipulate my hair that much usually when I go to sleep. However, within these past 2 weeks, I have discovered that it's prone to a lot of shrinkage. Now, shrinkage is not bad. Shrinkage really shows that your hair is healthy. Shrinkage shows that like, oh, your hair has elasticity. It bounces back. I personally know that because I'm starting locks on longer hair, people who start locks with like longer hair, more length, they're prone to what's called bunching. I don't know if I can explain this in the best way, but instead of just budding throughout, it has to draw up and then bud. So instead of 1 step, it's 2 steps. Because of that, it takes longer for your hair to lock if you have more length because your hair wants to bunch and bud instead of just bud, which is when the lock forms. What I wanted to do was kind of prevent the bunching phase. And by doing that, I wanted to stretch my hair. I do this some nights. I've done it maybe 3 times throughout all 2 weeks. I do the banding method while I am asleep. The banding method is a very popular form of stretching your hair. Basically, you section your hair off into however many sections you want and you get some bands. So what I did is get those black bands and I did 3 sections. One on my left, and then I just stretch out my hair. I start banding my hair halfway down the section and then I just band it until I get almost to the end of my hair. And that's the first section. Then I go ahead and band the second section. And then I band the back. And I would sleep like this overnight. In the morning, when I would take out my bands, it would be stretched, more stretched than the night before. And I think this banding really trains your hair to kind of stay stretched. Again, I've only done this 3 times out of the past 2 weeks. All the other nights, I just slept with my hair regular without any manipulation, just put my scarf on and went to sleep. Every single morning, I would take my hair out of my scarf. I would go through and spray my hair with my spray bottle. And I would just spray it all over, just spray, 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 spray the back, spray the front. Make sure I spray my scalp because, you know, your hair loves water. I guess think of it like your hair is a plant, and then your scalp is like the soil of the plant. So plants love to be watered, they love to be fed. My hair loves moisture. I would spray my hair with water every single morning. In addition to spraying my hair with water, this is every other day. I take some oil. I'll do this today because I haven't done it today, but I'll just take about this much rub it in my hands, and then just put it on my hair. Just something light to get some moisture in my hair because again, it's winter time. I live in the East Coast. You know, it'd be breezy over here. And this oil is an oil that I am sure helped my hair grow so much. It helped me retain a lot of length. I just mixed up a whole bunch of oils. Well, not a whole bunch. Mostly olive oil, a lot of Jamaican black castor oil, some coconut oil, and then a few drops of tea tree oil. Just a few. As far as oiling my scalp, I would do this once a week. So at the end of every week, I would just go in with that oil and just zoop. That's one of the reasons I love the brick layering method. That's the parting system that I use for my hair because it is so easy to oil my scalp because I know exactly like where my parts are going. And so I just zoop, 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 and zoop. And then do my whole head and then I rub it in a little bit, scalp massage. And that is how I oil my scalp. So I'm not sure if anybody who is starting their locks with 2-strand twists has this problem. The thing is that I used to do a lot of twist outs, right? And twist outs were satisfying for me. My favorite part of the twist out was actually like unraveling my twist. It was so satisfying to just and separate them and everything. So during the day, sometimes my hands make their way into my hair and I'm like, ooh, I never actually separate them. I automatically remember that, oh, I'm trying to lock these up. So, ooh, this one actually came loose. Now I did not even do that. That did it on its own. I just noticed that. There it goes. Yeah, so some of my twists, sometimes I feel a loose place in one of my twists and then I'm like, dang, this would be so satisfying to unravel. I know that I need to keep my hands out of my hair because I'm tempted to just play in it. But again, sometimes our hands can be dry, especially during these winter and colder months. So they can suck the moisture out of our hair if we're having our hands in our hair too long. So what I have been doing to combat that is while I'm in the house, I rarely wear my hair down. Most of the time I'll do the half up, half down where I just do a bun right here, or I'll do 2 ponytails, one on this side, one on that side. And another thing is that hats and head wraps have been my friends. This has been my favorite hat. I got this hat from the beauty supply store like 2 years ago. This one of them hats that you wear to the poetry slam. If you're going to do some spoken word or like some sip and paint type stuff, all you have to do is, you know, I put it and then maybe leave 2 or 3 starter locks out in the front. Just tuck it and voila, I'm ready to run errands. Where are we gonna go? Another thing I've been doing is I've been wearing head wraps, the kente cloth. Maybe in the future I'll do a tutorial on my head wrap styles. So yeah, those are the main things I've been doing to protect my hair from the outside elements, keep it moisturized, and keep my own hands out of my hair. You know, I'm getting some frizz. The crown of my head has always been like a problem area for me. It's always the place where my hair breaks off first. It doesn't matter how much I moisturize up there, it's always breaking off. So of course I have some frizzies. I mean, that's a sign of progress, right? So that is all for this update. This has been 2 weeks. Honestly, can't wait for my retwist. I'll do another update at 1 month. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I hope to see y'all in my next video. And until then, I'm sending peace your way, love your way, enjoy it to you, your family, and friends. All right, y'all. Peace.